My dear Scorpios, we're going to be doing a reading. I want to make sure you can see these for 3 months, July, August, September. We're going to be pulling 4 cards for each month and then some. So it's going to be a fun reading for you, my dear ones. And a lot of things are happening for you in July. A lot of positive things. We have cups really being a main variable here. But let me break it down. So you are going to be basically getting information, help, maybe work-related help, and resources from a very fiery individual. Someone who is maybe at times eccentric, creative individual, a Queen of Wands. This individual is someone who is confident and very sweet and charismatic, and she's going to be kind of giving you resources, financial resources, to be emotionally very happy emotionally, not only for yourself, okay, but for your family. Okay, we have 10 of Cups and we have 2 of Cups. So you're going to be emotionally happy with the outcome of financial maybe help that will not only support the finances for your family, but also satisfaction with interacting with the others. And we have 2 of Cups, which pertains to partnership between 2 people, relationship being based on mutual feelings, my dear Scorpio. So you are a water sign, so this is very significant that we have 2 cards that represents water, okay, and water element. And of course, the best cards that represents emotional stability, opportunity, happiness, a lot of things coming to fruition, partnership with others, being in a good place with other people, having good bond with your friends, and it's all thanks to financial prosperity that will come from resources, from going to work and getting different things done through other means. But very good month to start with, my dear Scorpios. I'm going to move this just like this, so that we're going to have more cards coming in. So I want to make sure that you get all of them, you're seeing all of them, and we have better clarity. And again, I'm using different decks so that we have more insight. And again, this was reading for July. Let's see what the 4 cards entail for August. And so let's see. Again, we see 3 of Pentacles. So there's definitely going to be, you're going to be seeking help. I'm gonna make sure that you see all the cards. You're going to be definitely seeking help from others financially. That's going to bring a lot of things into perspective. Let's see here. I want to make sure you see them. Okay, like that. Okay, so let me describe what you're seeing. I just hope that you see all of them like that. Perfect. So where do I start? So in August, there's going to be, you're going to get a lot of work. In August, there's going to be a lot of work, you're going to feel a lot of responsibility, a lot of positive energies happening, because we have 3 of Pentacles that represents resources and outcomes from others. And remember how we saw this card through, like in July, there was a lot of it indicates working together, resources maybe, certain things are finally getting done, and we had a woman energy. We have someone maybe working toward that, right? Helping you to get there. Well, in August, what's happening is that there's going to be completion of something. You're going to finally complete it through successful teamwork. Part of the project is going to be done, or all of it is going to be done. A lot of positive things happening, a lot of positive energies happening, and it's going to be done. You're going to be kind of like, okay, I'm done with this project. Now I'm kind of dealing with the aftermath, and the aftermath meaning that you still need to be paying and resolving a lot of things, and maybe the income that's coming in, you would need to successfully balance from, investing it into something and then paying something, and you would need to basically time manage and prioritize, your funds, because we do see the end of something great. So the end of something great meaning that, okay, you were working on a project, the project is done, that's great. Now you need to work your way around it so that you continue to, get employed, get income, get on more projects, and so on. But wonderful cards to start with. I want to also make sure you see these cards, because these cards is kind of like represents what July meant for you. And July meant that you were, again, in a very good place emotionally. There was a lot of good things going on, friendship-wise, courtship-wise. There was a lot of positive things, but definitely August, you're going to be done with completing a certain project. All will be going well, but all projects need to be completed, need to be done. So you will be done with that one. I'm going to move these cards up so that you have, better ability to see what the month of September is going to bring. So a lot of good things coming. So let's see what the month of September will bring. And again, I'm taking cards from different deck, so it gives you more clarity. It gives you more clarity. It gives us more insight about what's going on. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so there's going to be... Okay, let me put the cards together before I interpret them, because sometimes the card by itself represents one thing, but when we put it in a reading, it has a slightly different representation. Okay. Alrighty. Wonderful things coming your way, my dear Scorpios. My dear Scorpios. A lot of wonderful things coming. So, you will need to kind of figure things out in September. Okay? Figure things out in September, because part of you will have to decide. Okay? In September, you will have to decide if you're, going to be living in your fears, okay, or you're going to be feeling emotionally and otherwise really good about your life, okay? So we have the card of Justice, okay? I think this card is, Judgment, okay? Judgment. This card is Judgment. Okay, so we have the card of Judgment, okay? And Judgment represents, well, there needs to be some kind of outcome from a certain situation. You will need to figure things out. And then we have the card of Temperance, okay? And what that means is that you need to take a moment and reflect. Take a moment and reflect. Reflect upon your life, okay? Temperance means that you have to be encouraged not to be living your life only in your mind, but also transform whatever you're positively thinking into reality. And part of that thought process is a lot of negative fears, anxiety, that, something will go wrong, that something is not going to work out, that things may just, turn out to be a disaster. Well, I'm here to tell you that these fears are for nothing, because the outcome is a positive one. Okay, this outcome is a positive one. You can see this based on the image of this picture. Look at this. Look at this picture. Look at it. Okay, this means happy situation, right? A happy situation. And it is exactly what you see. This card represents fears, anxiety, a lot of negativity, a lot of fears, a lot of uncertainty, right? But that is only fear that you created in your mind. So that's what the judgment is telling you. Either you're going to live in fear, my dear Scorpios, or you're going to say, you know what, forget the fears. That's just my insecurities. It's just my anxiety. It's just something that is part of the natural process, but I have a choice. And that choice based on these cards, that in September, you're going to choose to celebrate. You're going to choose to pause and be in a good place. You're going to choose to be in a place of harmony. That's what you will choose, my dear Scorpios. And the choice will be a good one. How wonderful are these cards? How beautiful they are. Look at that. Look at these cards. How great it is. So these were your cards for July, August, September. I'm going to pull these just like that because I'm going to pick 3 more cards from a different decks that each card will represent what's going on for your love life, okay? So right now, I'm picking from a different deck a new card. And the new card is Hermit. Okay, so Hermit represents that in July, when it comes to your relationship, you need to take a moment to reflect. You need to maybe evaluate your life, evaluate your love life, evaluate the relationship. Is it really something that you want to go forward with or not? So you in July, you will take the time to reflect. You will take the time to evaluate things. No need to rush anything. That's what this card represents. Time to really think things through. I love this card. Many people feel like it's a negative card. I feel the Hermit is a beautiful card because it means reflection, taking time to evaluate, think about, weighing pros and cons. So for someone who loves to understand people and action, for my dear Scorpios, for your love life, take time to reflect. Do you need to be in this relationship? Is it really worth your while? Do you want to commit to a person in your life, a partner that you have, or do you want to go separate ways? So I love Hermit. Hermit is awesome when it comes to reevaluation, reflection. Take a moment to pause everything and not to hurry and just reevaluate and think things through. Let's see what August will bring when it comes to your relationship, my dear, dear Scorpios. Okay, and we have 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. I want to make sure we all see these cards. And again, I'm taking them from different decks. So you see them and see different images, and we can see different reflection and insight from different decks. Okay, and 8 of Pentacles, again, Pentacles coins, they indicate basically health, not only wealth, right? Because we're like, oh, money, I'm going to be working. Well, you're not going to be only working financially on getting income. You're going to be really working on the relationship, right? Remember how we're picking each card that represents a relationship, intimacy, love. You're going to be working on that. Again, for those of you who are not in a relationship, you're going to be working on maybe dating people. You're going to be really diligently working on that. For those of you who are in a relationship, you're going to be working on your relationship. You know, again, July meant Hermit, right? Hermit means taking time away from everything and everyone, think things through, evaluate life, take a moment to find the light at the end of the tunnel, being able to really have solitude with your cognitive abilities. Okay, introspect and evaluate your life. And finding answers to your questions. That's what Hermit means. And you'll find those answers and you'll decide to work on your relationship, right? 8 of Pentacles is a wonderful card, represents working on your relationship, working on the next step, whatever that is. So I'm glad to see this card in August. Let's see what September will bring for my dear Scorpios. Okay, and the card represents finishing something, being done with something. So for some of you, my dear Scorpios, that means that the end of struggles. Okay, being done with struggles, being done with some kind of situation that no longer looks salvageable. So that is important to keep in mind, that you're done with feeling like a victim and dwelling on the past, right? So maybe for some of you, for Scorpios, you're looking at your past and you are thinking about your past so much. And while you're working on your relationship in September, you'll come to the resolution of you're done dwelling on the past. You're going to be living in the present going forward. You're going to be in a good place going forward. You're going to be done with all the negativity. So whatever that you had negative in your mindset, you're going to be done with that. You no longer need to work on something that's negative. You no longer need to bring it up to your present relationship. So in September, there's going to be a lot of answers for you, and maybe some of those answers something that you always knew. Because it pertains to finally, you no longer want to be part of something that's negative. So maybe that will also be the end of ending something negative and starting something positive. I love how this works out for you because it might mean something really wonderful and positive, right? The end of something, meaning the end of the negativity, the end of something that is no longer working, no longer really is your advantage, okay? And this card represents something hopeful. Right, again, when it comes to our relationship, because we're doing it based on a relationship, is that you have hope. You have hope for stability. You have, you ended something negative and you're starting something positive. You have hope for something better for your future. You really looking forward to it, and it may give you like a positive outcome. So a lot of positive things happening for you, my dear Scorpios. One last card from the French deck, and this is kind of just like an oracle. Okay, and the oracle is feeling happy like a kid. Feeling happy like a kid, being so thrilled, having a very good positive outcome. Okay, very positive outcome. You expected it and you were waiting for it, and finally that happened, and you're really thrilled about it. Like really thrilled. I picked a couple other cards just so that we have an understanding what's happening here. Okay, and what's happening is that you're gonna receive a very happy message sometime within 3 months, and that happy message will have to do with your ability to be united with someone, for you to reunite and rekindle certain interaction, relationship, being really happy, maybe receiving a call from an old friend or someone you dated a while back. But either way, like having really a certain expectation about someone in your life, you're expecting a letter or an email from someone, and that will reunite you. A lot of positive things happening for you, my dear Scorpios, for the 3 months. I mean, pretty amazing cards, a lot of revelations, a lot of networking, a lot of positive energy here. I wish you only the best. Please let me know how these cards play out in your life. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and bye-bye for now.